day one, I received a package with live animals on it, and I immediately knew what this was. I opened it, and it was a test tube filled with ants. They were harvester ants, messor barbarus to be specific. They eat seeds, they gather them, they mush them up into this like ant bread, which they use to feed their queen and stuff like that. But after it was mad looking at them. They were huge, because I live in the UK, there aren't really many big ants. It's mostly just like the little black garden ants. And yeah, she was very beautiful, this queen, by the way. It was that red head, it was crazy. Yeah. Anyway, I gave them some chia seeds inside their tube, and they devoured them. They just brung them all over to the queen. They were just like, they were very excited. They didn't have any food, and they actually took a while to arrive, so they probably were getting hungry. But yeah, the ants were gathering them all up. It's really cool to watch, just really nice. It's funny, yes, I actually cut off a few of them because they're small ants, a small ant colony anyway. They need small seeds because they just can't handle big ones. Anyway, I added a lunar pod, which is basically just like a little outward so I can feed my ants inside it without having to take out the cotton and risk escapees. So yeah, I just moved them into this. But something bad was that the queen still didn't have any eggs, and the workers were actually dying off because there was nothing to replace them. And yeah, it was just really bad. I thought the colony was going to die, but luckily, not long after, I actually saw two tiny little eggs under the queen, and I was so glad to see it. Day 48, I decided to give my ants a fruit fly because they were everywhere in my home at the time, and it's like, I thought it was a pretty cool idea. They might need some protein to feed their larvae, their new larvae by the way, because they have lots now. Yeah, this one worker was my favourite because he was the biggest. I called him Jeffrey. He kept on going for him, but he kept on going past him because this fruit fly was just doing his absolute best to like not get detected. It was so funny. Yeah, but Jeffrey was definitely the strongest worker. He was much faster than the others. The others were tiny little tiddlers, but Jeffrey, he was a proper big boy. And oh, is he gonna get him? Is he gonna get him? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Nope! Oh my god! Maybe? Nope! But I came in about 30 minutes later, looked inside the tube, and I saw this. Do you see it? Jeffrey holding the fruit fly. He was definitely going to make a good meal out of that colony. There's all the little brood there, you can see. He was carrying around like a little trophy, which I found pretty funny. They were all very excited, 4 workers. Day 120. They in this video actually here they were eating a little crushed up woodlouse. It was a baby, but yeah, their population had grown a lot. They had about 15 workers here, so I decided to give them something better. I got a Venus nest from Wakushi, and they absolutely loved it. They were just, it was going so good until Jeffrey, my favourite worker, tragically died. Anyway, to honour Jeffrey's death, I decided to put in half a big old woodlouse in there, and he went mad for it. This one worker was pretty much just putting it in on his own for some reason. He was really strong. It's funny, ants can carry 40 times their weight. It's a really good example of that. But eventually the other workers helped, and even the queen started helping. She was getting interested. Yeah, they definitely were excited about that. Day 140, I basically just looked in as usual, and then I saw something underneath a worker, and oh my god, is that a major lava?